right, welcome to Sport Talk on Enterprise TV, where sport news from the four corners of the world are delivered at its best. If you are joining us for the first time, please do well to follow us across all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. My name is John Olasukomi, reporting for Sporting Duty this sunny afternoon. Of course, joining me virtually is Bolaji Bale, and today we'll be talking more of NPFL and, of course, UEFA Champions League. We call it Night of Champions. Bolaji Bale, good afternoon. Great to have you on Sport Talk this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Olasukomi, and it's a pleasure to be here today in this atmosphere to talk about what we know how to talk best when you talk about football. And what a way to be back in today's atmosphere. You know, Champions League is back. And,
yes, of course.
Definitely, we are going to talk about. Yeah, so definitely there is a lot of things there to talk about. So I can't wait to get started about this today's episode.
All right, great to have you. Welcome once again. Let's start with NPFL. Glory Chasers, talking about Remo Stars and Rivers United, both stumbled in the Nigerian Premier Football League title race on Sunday, failing to win either of their matches, with 7 points still separating them in the table with 5 games to go. There were 6 points between both sides coming into match day 33, with Remo Stars hosting crisis hit Katsina United in Ikene, while Rivers United were in Umaya to face the continental ticket chasing Abia Warriors. Now, Bolaji Bale, talking about NPFL, Remo Stars failed to win in Ikene against Katsina United, which is not looking good. I mean, for Daniel Ogumodede, and his side, talking about Remo Stars. And of course, Daniel is not around. Folani took charge of that one, but that doesn't mean they should allow that one to slide. They are playing at home, for crying out loud. If they really want to win NPFL, you must make sure you win your home game. You know how it's always hard to be on the road. And of course, the good news for them is that, Rivers United also failed against Abia Warriors at Umaya Township Stadium. 5 more games to be played. Remo Stars, 2 games. They will be playing 2 games at home and 3 games on the road. Rivers United, 3 games at home. And of course, 2 games on the road. 7 points separating these big guns in the NPFL. What are your thoughts on Remo Stars clinching their first ever, NPFL title?
Yeah, I said, looking at the situation that we are now, looking at we have 5 matches to go. This is where this everything is going to set up for these 2 teams here, because they know that behind them they have another good team who have the experience in the NPFL that is in the second leg, that is Rivers United. And you look at what happened, the way the result that's happened between Remo Stars and Katsina United at home this weekend. I think this aspect, Remo Stars needs every of their quality players and also the coach. Ogumodede, but unfortunately, he's not on the bench yesterday.
Yes, of course.
And I think it's another big factor that caused Remo Stars to lose, to not get the 3 points. And looking at the opposition side they are playing, Katsina United there, after their woeful game against Rico, which they lost by 6 goals to nothing. Definitely, you think this game is not going to be a likely game for Remo Stars. And you could see that it's really a big miss for Remo Stars, because they failed to extend their lead in the log. But as it is now, still not over for these 2 teams. They're still open for these 2 teams. It's about who is going to take the advantage, who's going to take the important games as time goes by. 5 matches to play for each team. But I still think no matter the way, Remo Stars will definitely find a way to win this trophy, because they've been showing the consistency, and they've been showing in terms of how they've managed to play, in terms of how they've been managed to score, and in terms of the factor of their coach and the factor of their unbeaten run, the record at home. So definitely, I think they deserve to be the champion at the end of the day.
All right, let's see how it goes. Remo Stars deserve to be champions at the end of the day. Let's take a look at other results. Remo Stars 0, Katsina United 0, Aqua United 1, Ekanemi Warriors 1. Talking about Aqua United, their head coach Kennedy Boboye won the coach of the year in the of the month. Talking about the month of March, out of 5 games, he won 4. Lost I mean, draw one fall. Despite the fact that they had a good run in the month of March, they are still languishing at the bottom of the table. They are still 18 on the log table. And of course, good. Let's give the flowers. I mean, let's give their goalkeepers, Efala, another his own flowers to one player of the month for the match. I mean, for the month of March. Enugu Rangers lost at home to Atlant 0-2. Sunshine Stars 2, Eyimba 1, Nasarawa United 2, Plateau United 2-0. I mean, Nasarawa United 3, Plateau United 2, Abia Warriors 2, Rivers United 0. Kano Pillars sent Lobby Stars to NLN. So how do you feel Lobby Stars will play in the NLN next season? Bola Jibe. It has been confirmed.
It's sometimes if you don't get your in terms of how you want the season to look like, if you don't get it right, sometimes I think this is one of the consequences at the end of the day. I think and it's a good thing for that they have to go back to the drawing board and they have to look at what they do that is not in terms of getting things right. And I think it's just one of the things. 20 teams will participate in the league, 4 will be relegated, and they are part of the team that will be relegated. So it's what it is. Life goes on. The question is, can they know where they are getting it wrong?
All right, this is a team whereby like 3 coaches resigned, and of course they fired. They used like close to 5 coaches in one season, and yeah, they'll be playing in the NLL and not next season. So sad for Lobby Stars. Kwara United 0, Bendel Insurance 1, Ikorodu City 3, Niger Tornadoes 0. All right, away from NPFL, let's move straight to the UEFA Champions League. You call it the Night of Champions. Borussia Dortmund coach Niko Kovac says his side have to show a completely face in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final against Barcelona. A former Dortmund striker, Robert Lewandowski, scored twice as the German side were thrashed 4-0 by Barcelona last week in the first leg. Kovac said, and I quote, "There are always miracles, but we also know that Barcelona haven't lost a competitive game yet this year." All right, Bolaji Bale, do you believe in miracles? Do you believe that Dortmund can still turn it around against Barcelona this night?
Talking about miracle in football, yes, I believe in miracle in football because we've seen it. Manchester United have done it, Chelsea have done it. We have Liverpool have done it against AC, and but this is another aspect that is coming for that is Dortmund playing against Barcelona. The first leg ended to nothing. And Dortmund now have then shown us in the history that they have this capability in terms of resilience to come back from when they are down from 4-0 to nothing. Have they shown us in the Champions League in the history? No, I don't think they are capable of doing it. Not just against Barcelona. This quality of Barcelona who are just scoring for fun. You know, when you have the likes of Yamal, Lewandowski, and Rafinha, who is having a fantastic form of his life so far. I think so far so good. He has about 34. Total goal and assist in this season. So I don't think Dortmund will find a way into this to knock this Barcelona side out of the Champions League. Fine, the coach of the Dortmund definitely is going to come out to give a word of encouragement for his team because he believes that in football there is nothing can happen. But this is Barcelona with a lot of quality up front and they have been fantastic so far in the league and also in the Champions League. So definitely I don't believe in this game that miracle is going to occur. Barcelona have done their work in the first leg, and I think out of the 100%, they've done 80. 20% will be tonight, and I see them through to the knockouts, to the next round.
All right, Barcelona and 1 foot in the semi-final already. Talking about Champions League history or pedigree, you know, when it comes to Barcelona and Dortmund, I feel Dortmund is no match against Barcelona. Although the last time Barcelona played in Champions League final was in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, Dortmund still played, Real Madrid last season. So where did they get it wrong? Because even in the league, Dortmund are not doing well. Even in the league, talking about Dortmund, and yeah, of course, they want to face the most informed team in the world right now. Barcelona, they are still unbeaten in the year 2025. For me, I see Barcelona in the semi-final already. I don't know if you agree with me.
Yeah, definitely, because the first leg they done fantastic well, and they show. I think they will be true to the semi-final of this Champions League.
All right, and of course, don't also forget, let us also give the head coach of Barcelona his own flowers to talking about Hansi Flick, what he has really done and what he's doing with this current Barcelona team. Away from Barcelona, Dortmund, let's talk about Aston Villa, which definitely be the most interesting game tonight. Aston Villa at the Villa Park against Luis Enrique's side, Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain. Lionel Messi left, Angel Di Maria left, Neymar Jr. left, Kylian Mbappe left, and we've seen this post-era Mbappe with what they have been doing presently. They've won the French League 1 already. They are in the quarterfinal already. They are in the quarterfinal of Champions League already with the form of Vitinha and Neves, Fabian Ruiz, Dembele, Bakola, Kvaratskhelia. I mentioned them, a lot of fantastic players. Do you see them crown it at the Villa Park against Aston Villa this night?
Yeah, definitely. I see them through to the next round of the Champions League because I really appreciate. I think we have this conversation about early last year, about how manage this PSG management. They've been able to face the reality and try to put ego aside and put some factors in place. When you have the likes of Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and you let the team, the player out of the team, you look at that kind of quality of player because they know that these are the teams that is going to call them. And they manage things well. Kudos to the Luis Enrique, who have managed to put this group of players together. And if you look at the player that PSG are having now, I don't think we have a big player like that. I think the only one we can say Dembele in terms of his where he's coming from. He's coming from Barcelona to PSG, and you could see that it has been working for them. Kudos to the coach there. They have the team chemistry, the teamwork, and they've been showing it from the start of the season up to this moment. Aston Villa, the first leg they scored first, but this team managed to find their way back into the game, and they won the game with emphatic fashion. Definitely, today again, I think it's all going to be the experience of these two coaches. One coach who is have the idea in terms of the Europa tournament, while the other one is the is one of the king of the Champions League, one-time champion, and that is Luis Enrique. So definitely, I think PSG will come out all in out because they possess a lot of quality in their midst, and they possess a lot of experience. So when it comes to Champions League, why Aston Villa? I think because of their inexperience in the Champions League, no disrespect to them. I think due to that, I think PSG will definitely win again at Villa Park today.
Of course, you are very correct because of their inexperience in the Champions League. And even at the beginning of the season, they are one of the underdogs in the UEFA Champions League. Who have thought that Aston Villa would be in the quarterfinal as of today, where the likes of Liverpool and co. But here is Aston Villa. They'll be playing at home against Paris Saint-Germain. I just hope we will not see the Paris Saint-Germain of 2017 when they won the first leg at the Parc des Princes against Barcelona, and they went to Barcelona in Spain and they lost 6-1. Let's see how it goes tonight. Your final score: Dortmund versus Barcelona. Your correct score?
2-0 in favor of Barcelona.
All right, Aston Villa versus Paris Saint-Germain.
3-1 in favor of PSG.
All right, let's see how it goes. The Oracle has spoken. Come on to all the bookies out there. You can follow Bolaji Bale prediction. Our time is fast spent. We just have to leave the studio. That's how much we can take on Sports or on Enterprise TV. Endeavor to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified of all alerts. Follow us across all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. Like, share, and engage in all our content. Visit our website at www.enterprisetvnews.com for all the news. You can use the inclusive and the live updates. Bolaji Bale has been great on the show this wonderful afternoon. Bolaji Bale.
Thank you. Good to have me on the show. Thank you.
All right. My name remains John Olashkomi. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.